What's up YouTube? Scott, Sky Tradition, back with another video. Going to do a contest response video today for my buddy Alex. Bowman53, one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. Great channel, please go check him out if you have not already. Basically he's asking us to kind of go through a few cards in our collection and basically kind of say why they remind us of a certain YouTuber. So whether that YouTuber could have sent you a card, or maybe it's just a player that reminds you of that YouTuber that you have in a card, and we're going to kind of go through a little stack that I have here. So got a pile of about 10 cards here, I think. Let's start out with the first one. Obviously, the 1953 Bowman color, Peeley Reese. This card reminds me of Alex himself, Bowman53. Why? Because this is his iconic set that he has put together, and Peeley Reese, probably his favorite card. And so this is actually one of the giveaways for the contest. He's giving away a 1953. I believe it's a PSA 3 Peeley Reese, a beautiful card. So I'm fortunate enough to have one in a 5. I guess if I win the contest, I could add a 3 to it, or find a different home for it. But yeah, this is my all-time favorite baseball card right here. So me and Alex have that in common. This is kind of what got me into, because as many of you know, I was predominantly a football collector, vintage Packers in particular. But this card in particular is what got me into the baseball side of the hobby. So just love that action pose from 1953 Bowman. Just a beautiful card. So this one reminds me of Bowman53. No surprise there. This is from 1967 Philadelphia. It's the Packers Insignia card. It shows kind of the state of Wisconsin with the football player in front of it. This reminds me of Dane from Card Tech 710, because Dane actually sent this card to me in the mail. And this card fits me perfectly. I've always wanted to pick up the Insignia card, and he had it, so just decided to send it my way. Awesome card there. Here's a Bart Star from 2003 Fabric of the Game. This card reminds me of Bertcat 8, Joey. He is obviously a Bart Star super collector. He has over 100 autographs at least, and several other examples of Bart Star in his collection. This is my favorite Bart Star card, other than the rookie card that I have. This is numbered out of 15, the patch card. So I just remember talking to Joey a lot about this card when I was about to purchase it, and he knows it's one of my favorite cards in the collection. So, I cannot look at a Bart Star without thinking of Joey. So super happy to have that card, and I think of Joey every time I see it. This is also from 2003 Fabric of the Game. This is a Jim Thorpe patch card, only numbered out of 15. Just a sick card. This card reminds me of Amish Dave Archer, because he collects game used patch cards, and he's got some really cool ones in his collection as well. And just love the look of that. But I think he is the only other person that I'm aware of that really appreciates the game used patch cards kind of like I do, and especially from like these 03 Fabric of the Game. I just think the patches were done so sick. They just look so awesome. Beautiful looking card. This card here, who do you think this would remind me of? Yeah, this reminds me of B-Roth 6, the 34 Gaudy Hank Greenberg rookie card. I remember talking to Brian a ton when I was wanting to pick one of these up, and I think he would watch auctions and let me know which one I should go after, if it's a decent one, and what I should expect to pay. And I think that went around for about a month or two, and then finally ended up pulling the trigger on this particular one. So yeah, so it's hard to look at a Hank Greenberg without thinking of Brian. B-Roth 6. This is a 2010 Bowman Chrome refractor auto of Christian Yelich. And this card reminds me of Filmington. Um, and the reason being is because I remember just talking to him a lot about this card. Um, when Yelich was so hot, especially last year, and he had said I should sell it around like when it was going for a few $100, and then it ended up going like over 1,000. Now it's about 1,500 or 1,200 or something like that. So we joke around a little bit back and forth that he may have told me to sell it too soon, but and there's a lot of other cards I probably should have sold already that I have that are worth less than if I would have sold them. But this is the one I held on to, and I'll always remember that just because Phil's the big modern baseball Bowman Chrome draft auto kind of guy. So I always think of Filmington when I look at this particular card. There's a 39 play ball, Ted Williams rookie. This card in particular reminds me a lot of Andrew, Nuff Said cards. And I think it's not only because he's a Red Sox fan and collector, but I want to say his son ended up selling a card. This is from a little while ago, and then they ended up picking up a Ted Williams rookie card just to file away for the future. I'm trying to remember what card it was they sold. It might have been like a Shohei Ohtani or something like that. A really low numbered card that they pulled out of a pack. So yeah, every time I see Ted Williams, I think of Andrew. Just super cool card. This card here, the Champions of Golf Tiger Woods, I think about Josh, rated rookie, because we actually purchased these cards together. He has the exact same one in the grade of an 8, and we swung a deal at the National with a seller, bought 2 cards in bulk, and ended up getting a better deal. So basically I look at this one and the other one as kind of twins. I have one, Josh has the other. So every time I cannot look at this card without thinking about Josh, rated rookie. Here's George Costanza, one of my favorite cards in the collection. That's not even a real sports athlete. So this card here in particular was picked up by me just because the joke of George Costanza. And I cannot look at this card without thinking about Bob Lewis, obviously, because Bob is a big Seinfeld fan. So, and I did send Bob a card, I want to say about a year or so, maybe 2 years ago, of a George Costanza custom card autograph. So I know Bob has a strong appreciation for Seinfeld, so I cannot walk by this card without thinking about Bob. '54 Topps, Al Kaline rookie card. I personally think of Caitlyn, A League of Their Own. I'm not sure she's been making any videos lately, or a ton of videos. I know she kind of went quiet for a while, then she returned, and I don't think I've seen a video from her in a little while. So, but obviously, Mr. Tiger, Al Kaline, she's a huge fan and collector. A huge fan of Caitlyn's videos, so I cannot walk past the Al Kaline without thinking about her. I know she was working on his Topps regular run at one point too, so love that card. Here is the 86 Topps Jerry Rice rookie card. Obviously, I think about Bart, the PSA card guy. Jerry Rice super collector and 49ers collector extraordinaire. It's hard to look at a Jerry Rice without thinking about Bart. Just love that card. And last but not least, card I just purchased recently, the 58 Highest Root Beer Hank Aaron rookie card. Not rookie card, but food and beverage card. I cannot think of anybody except for Dave, Blue Jacket 66, when I look at this. Obviously, I think I talked with Dave about this at the National as well, and we've talked about it on and off since then, just me not being able to find one, and I was able to finally find one about a month or so ago. And I know Dave has, I believe he has one like this. I know he has probably has a Willie Mays example as well with a tab. So, yeah, it's hard to look at a kind of an oddball food and beverage card without thinking about Dave, Blue Jacket 66. So, that's all I grabbed. I could have grabbed a ton of more cards from the collection, but, all these cards, if I thought hard enough, would probably remind me of somebody, but I just wanted to grab a few and just kind of make a reasonable video in a reasonable amount of time. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Great contest. Go check out Alex's channel. He is definitely one of the best on YouTube. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon.